Interventions for alcoholics bring a set of challenges completely different than that of drug addiction. And the reason why is many alcoholics that we intervene on, not all, but many, are still married. They may still have a job. They still may have a car. They may not have been arrested, or if they have, it's just been a DUI, which of course is bad, but not like what we see with drug addiction. So with alcoholics, there seems to be a far larger justification and a lot more kicking of the can, if you will, before action is taken. But the biggest difference that we see with alcoholics rather than drug addiction is the medical deterioration. I have never seen a drug break down the human body like alcohol. You can take methamphetamine users, cocaine users, even fentanyl users, and club drug users combined, and you will not see the devastation, the physical deterioration that you see with an alcoholic. So on one side, we have a family that doesn't think the problem is nearly as bad, and on the other side, the problem is probably far worse than you think that it is. So with an alcoholic intervention, we're often up against families trying to downplay the severity of the addiction because alcohol is legal, it's socially acceptable, and they're just not drug addicts and junkies like those other people or those other parents' kid. So with alcoholic interventions, it's just like the drug interventions. It's just like the dual diagnosis interventions. It's just like the mental health interventions. They're all doing the same exact thing to get to the end goal of keeping the status quo by manipulating their family and putting them into unhealthy family role compartments, if you will, so that they can drink at the expense of everybody else. So when you look at an alcoholic intervention, you have to remember that alcohol is legal, it's socially acceptable, but it doesn't make it okay to rip through a family's life like a tornado and allow them to continue being teachers and doctors and lawyers or any other professional or any other occupation, if you will, knowing that they're showing up there drinking. Because I always have to ask, especially when it's like a professional, if your loved one's an alcoholic, say school teacher, would you want your children in that school if the teacher was somebody other than your loved one? I already know the answer, it's no. So with an alcoholic intervention, we have to stop thinking it's only alcohol and they still have all these things and they're functional. Because if you're watching this or you're researching help, it's probably far worse than you think it is and they think it is.